open when it's dark. It's the treasure hunt amusement park. Masquerade and Forest Fen are closed, but there are plenty more rides than just those. There's Beacon Star and Treasure Man, Vegas Die and Oak Island. Give 'em a try and you'll be smiling.
All right, everybody. Today is Sunday, August 10th. Why are we going live Sunday and not Saturday, K-Pro?
Well, we have two reasons.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, we have two reasons, and we're going to talk about those at the very end as well. But every year, usually we change our schedule due to football season. Well, we also have soccer season. The boys are in soccer. And of course, Monday night is that we're going to talk about at the end. We're going to be changing up our schedule like we do every fall for at least the last few years. But now it's for a dual reason, which is interesting.
Yeah, there's soccer practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, God. All during every week. So we're going to be a little busy. So, yeah, we're going to go live on Sundays now. At least that's the plan. If it changes, maybe we'll switch it back. But for right now, that's what's up. So, and then the other thing is there is kind of breaking news. I mean, Justin went into Discord and talked for almost 3 hours. And I think some people said, well, it had nothing to do with the treasure hunt, but it kind of did. I mean, well, that's why we're going to talk about it. And you can decide. Yeah, why is Cynthia in the background?
Because Cynthia's a little. Cynthia? Is she the devil or the angel on my shoulder?
Why is she looking at me? What's going on?
You said so somebody or some people don't like that I just have a white background. So I went into my backgrounds. I must have used this before. So Cynthia's the little birdie on my shoulder, and I think I've convinced her to come into Speakeasy, and we're going to chat with her tonight about. Because she started all this, and you're going to see this on the PowerPoint. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But we'll see how things started. And yeah, Cowlazars is drinking heavily. I'm having lemonade, and then I have a Gatorade.
Who knows where this is from? Maybe that'll give it away right there. Anybody? Cynthia, you should know.
Oh, that's where we met Toby for doing the Forrest Fen doc.
And that's where we met Forrest after the Jamie Jordan drawing when we were all hungover because we were at the bars half the night.
Yes.
This is in Tasuki, New Mexico. It's the city, right? I think the name of the place was Tasuki, I don't know, drugstore, liquor store or something. Tasuki, New Mexico. Why I have this picture, I don't know, but I thought I'd go ahead and use it. Maybe we all need to take a drink after what Justin said in Discord. We'll see. Yeah.
Well, I'm implicating her for no reason whatsoever. That's Cynthia on my shoulder. You know, the little angel and devil. I'm not going to say which one she is. Tasuki Marketplace. That's it. Okay, let's get started because we have a lot to cover. And again, some people said they were in the whole thing. There was nothing treasure hunt related at all. You should shut this down because if you don't, I saw it a little different. So I got a PowerPoint.
People are going to be interested in what Justin said, regardless of whether it's treasure hunt related or not. I get that. So yeah, let's talk about it. As K-Pro said.
Another PowerPoint. Oh, here we go.
So this one, cut her a break, everybody. This was kind of last minute because we thought we were going live tomorrow.
It's not fancy.
Yeah.
There's I have to tell you, I have pages and pages and pages of notes, and I did the best. There's probably some typos. Mike always gets me on a typo. This is the best that I could do. I thought I had until tomorrow, and then no.
Maybe Sunday's better. Maybe Sunday because everybody, it's Sunday. But if you're out and about, you can always watch this tomorrow.
Mr. AK, this is my BattleBot shirt. I took Chris and David. I don't think Eric went. Maybe all the boys went, but I took them to BattleBots. It was pretty awesome. Okay, go ahead, Mike. Go.
All right, let's just jump right into it because Justin just went on and wouldn't shut up. No, that's a good thing. So yeah. So we kind of took notes, and here we go. There it is. All right. This was
I came to check some of this news out. Da-da! Good one, Jack.
That is a good one. I keep hitting the wrong button. Wait a minute. Wait for it. There we go. Thank you very much. All right. Okay.
Okay,
Justin,
so this is how
Speakeasy alone. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if one of the mods can put up Treasure Hunt with Us has a Discord. And Justin and Cynthia were by themselves in the Discord, chit-chatting. And one person came in, then 2, then 20, then 50. And then, so it was a 2 hour and 49 minute speakeasy. So almost 3 hours. And that's kind of small for me to read. Can you read that, Mike?
Justin and Cynthia were in Speakeasy alone. Well, that doesn't sound right. Many joined and discussion was non-treasure hunt related. However, many topics discussed beyond the map's edge. It was related, at least to K-Pro. Yeah, I agree. It was almost 3 hours. K-Pro was only present for the second half. One has said he's working on getting an audio recording transcript up. Will be on Treasure Hunt with Us Discord if provided. Another said they will put under a paywall, but I think Jam addressed that in his chat, so I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But anyway, regardless, if you weren't there, that's why we just wanted to go live and talk about it, because if you weren't there, I'm sure you're interested. And while we didn't catch all of it, here's some of it. So
well, and I was able to collab with a few people that were in there the whole time. We kind of all compared notes and said, oh, okay, this is what I heard. This is what I heard. And I will address something just right off.
Yeah.
Last week, I was in a Discord last week when it was discussed that Emma had shared her boots on the ground in Solution. And she called me. She's a rock star. When people started drama, she called me and said, yeah, boots on the ground, but not my actual Solution. That's what I thought I heard. I said, well, it was in Discord, maybe, and I'm totally going to trust Emma. So when she said that, I went, oh, okay, cool. It wasn't even the point of the discussion, but she said, I just wanted to clarify. We only discussed, yeah, she did dinner. Yeah, they discussed boots on the ground, but they didn't discuss the exact solve. And that's cool. And so when I do notes here and the couple of my people that I reached out to notes, it might not be exactly right. And blame others. I was just an observer in this Discord, just like
blame Canada. I watched Team America last night. I hadn't seen it in a long, long time. Anyway, funny movie. Okay, but I digress. Guga, all the way from Brazil. Well, thanks for watching, Guga. We are international. We have millions watching around the world. Hello, my American and international treasure hunting loved ones. Much love all the way from Brazil. Now, do you have the book Beyond the Map's Edge in Brazil, Guga? I was just wondering. Okay. Yeah, blame Canada. You know the song. Okay. We discussed where we look. Okay. Emma says we discussed where we looked. That was the extent of it. I did not share a solve. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, and and you guys, if anybody is having an issue that Justin is having dinner with someone, blame Justin. Emma and Cynthia, and he talked in the you're going to see in this Q&A, he talks about lunches and stuff. That's not his fault, and it's not Emma and Jam's fault that this didn't get recorded. They didn't even know about it, so it can't be their fault. It's just awesome that it was there. So let's just roll with it. We're good. We're happening.
Blame Canada.
Okay,
I heard they took Justin to their boots on the ground to the tree and said, "Is
stop starting drama, Michael."
All right. Well, it's just, people are going to be jealous that you got to have dinner with Justin. That's just how it works. That's how these things work.
But
Justin's got to eat too. Right.
I guarantee if I was up in Dillon or Mike was up in Dillon and Justin walked in and you're eating, he says, "Hey, can I join you?" What are you going to say? No. I mean, come on. Let's just keep going, though. Let's just keep going. These are all an aside because we got some content to share.
So, Jam, are you saying if there's a disclaimer that you are being recorded in this public Discord, then you're allowed to do it because everybody knows? That's interesting. And even if you put it up, what's somebody going to sue? No. We have people recording us in our Discord and putting it on YouTube under AI. I mean, nobody's going to mess around. But I understand what you're saying. You want to cover yourself. So I get it. Okay, let's get almost 3 hours. Okay, yeah.
Let's see. What does the last one say?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I can, but it's
owner
really
of a lonely heart. Yes.
Okay. Oh, crap. I did something wrong there. Okay. So in general, these are notes, and if you have an issue, you will get your fee for being here refunded. You see, there's no fee. Did you get my joke? Okay, let's go. Let's roll. Now, to some, this is not treasure hunt related. And if it's not, that's okay, because what Justin said is he is going to answer non-core treasure hunt related questions. So I think that means that treasure hunt related questions were okay, just non-core, like what is the clue? What is that kind of thing? You know what I mean, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think these are the questions that he answered. I don't think some people are going, Justin's a liar. He answered questions. No, he said non-core treasure hunt related questions. Right. All good.
Yeah, but the checksum thing is interesting, which we're going to get into.
Oh, there's a lot that's interesting. I think I have 12 pages of slides. So, okay. And some of them are pretty benign, but the ones I thought was interesting, I included. Somebody else just messaged me 10 minutes before this and said, there's also this, and it's something that I didn't catch on to. That's why we're having a speakeasy after this. Okay. So, and I kind of put it in summary form, and then I have my particular notes that I can reference for, this would be 200 pages long otherwise. So somebody asked, have you ever been concerned since the beginning of the hunt regarding the treasure being found? And he said, no, not really, except for during the Dylan book signing. Debbie had bought so many books and Dylan had done so many things. He was worried, oh my gosh, what if it's found a week before the Dylan event? And then like nobody comes, no books sell, etc. That was the only time. Pretty benign, straightforward. Are you good with that, Mike?
Yeah, he said that. He was concerned about the book signing. Yes, he did say that.
Yeah. So then do you get more emails now or less? And he said, this is probably of my own doing, but I get more than ever since the checkpoint discussion. Now, right. I don't know what the checkpoint discussion was. I didn't have it in my notes if it was based on the Dylan discussion or the tweet heard around the world from last Friday. I'm going to call it the Friday tweet. I'm not sure which, but he is getting more emails than ever. Okay, that one's pretty straightforward. We good, Mike?
Hey. Hi. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Does the location have relation to who you are? Does it have any meaning to you? Justin could have put a dart on the map, but he leaned in and went the other way to even the playing field. He wrote the book as insight on him. It is a place that has meaning to him. I think we all knew that, but maybe not. So the location of the treasure is a place that has meaning to him. And he said people need to change their thinking.
Yeah, because somebody asked about, I don't think your map, I think he's made it very clear that he has a map in his book and it's within the edges of the map. But the person was asking if it's beyond the map's edge. And I have a really interesting solve outside of basically the America West is how I took it. And he's like, no, this one has meaning to me. He didn't tell them yes or no, but he's like, you kind of got to change your mindset because this is about me, and I've put my map in there, which is the America West. I don't think anything groundbreaking, but I think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
I didn't read that.
Number 2, communication with searchers. You want me to read this, Capro?
You can, or because it's a summary, I can do it either way.
Yeah, it's just a summary of what he said. Basically, he said he thought before he put the treasure out there that he would just walk away. And like he said, like I said, I wanted with the Forest Fen hunt. This is Justin talking, right?
Yes.
That would be callous. He has changed his mind, communicating, emailing, meeting, social media, dinners, etc. So in the beginning, Justin's thought was, I'm going to hide it and I'm going to just kind of retreat into the shadows and watch. But once he put it out, he realized that he changed his mind, and he has the right. He's always said he has the right to change his mind. And now he is going to meet people and have dinner and email people, etc. So, the hunt needs a proctor, someone to guide it so it doesn't get off the rails. It needs a treasure hunt oversight, and that's what he's doing, I'm assuming is what he meant by that.
That's what he's doing. Now, I don't quite understand how like the general communications help keep it on the rails, but I could, that's what he said.
Mm-hmm. Is there any coincidences in the book that Justin Posey didn't intend as a hint?
Okay, let me give this explanation. He said, okay, he did this hunt. If you guys are old timers, you know about AGK's hunt, Toby Eunice. And he said, I remember I got the book and I was leafing through it. And about, halfway through, I came to a page and I thought, oh my gosh, I figured it out. I hadn't even read the book. He called Cynthia and they were going to go out there the next week. He thought it was Cynthia. He's most likely Cynthia. And then he said, somebody had figured it out like the next day. The day the park opened, somebody went and found it before them. And he called Toby and he said, I went to this one page. I didn't even read your book and I figured out where it was. Is this valid? And Toby's like, man, I didn't even intend that to be a clue. And it sure was. So he gave that as the preface for the discussion of answering this question. He said, yes, there are a couple coincidences that have been found. I think he meant found in the book. Mm-hmm. That were not intended, but it's leading to correct information.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
that usually happens, I think.
It's kind of like our peeps thing. We didn't mean to make a peep the actual park symbol.
Yeah. Something that happened in our treasure hunt. Same thing. It took people to the right location, but not what we intended. Okay. Has anyone else solved a tech clue since the Dylan signing?
Has anyone else solved the tech clue? Yeah. He said no, only one person, but time will take care of that. And it is still a surprise that it's not more commonly known. He said time will take care of that, though. He thinks it'll eventually get out.
He said he keeps tabs on that person. What does that mean?
Well, they said, are you keeping tabs on that person or any of the lead searchers? And he said, yes. That's kind of
That's funny.
interesting.
So he's keeping track of their social medias and Discord and all that fun stuff. Are they aware of it? Yes. Does that mean aware that he's
Of
keeping tabs
them
on?
solving the tech clue.
Oh, right. Okay. So the person that solved the tech clue knows that they have solved the tech clue, and they're not sharing it with you or me or K-Pro or anybody else. And that's okay. I get it. What advice would you give to a creator?
Yeah, this one was interesting. So they're like, if you are a treasure hunt creator, what do you think? And he said that the law is very fluid. Potential laws progress as society progresses, and rules and legalities have and will change during a hunt. So you not only, a great example is Forrest Fenn. Yellowstone threatened him. If you believe that Yellowstone was involved in any way, they threatened him with the Supra Act or Serpra Act, whatever it's called. That didn't even come into existence until 2016. And Forrest put the treasure out there in 2010. Interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm. But potential laws progress, society progresses, rules and legalities change. That means is he's thinking his hunt's going to go on for years. Nothing changes in a couple
he
months.
said he did not want to say that anything had changed significantly in his hunt. He just believes originators need to understand laws change, things change.
Fair enough. Justin reads every email that does not respond to all. A searcher asked about an email she had sent. So he's saying he reads them all.
Yes, he said he reads every single email. He cannot respond to all of them because there's just a sheer number, but he assured everyone he reads every single email.
Number 4, is there relevant information for the solution about secrets and lure not included in the book? Secrets and lure, what does that mean?
You know how he said he had a question, I think it was at the Dylan signing or it may have been one of the interviews. Is there any relevant information for the solutions about secrets and lure? Is the secrets and lure pertaining to you? And he's like, yeah, it is. And now this person asked, like, is everything the secrets and lure in your book? And he's like, no, you have to pick your battles is how he put it. There's only certain topics or the book would have been 1,000 pages long.
Yeah, I think it's lore, L-O-R-E, lore, like lore, legends and lore. Yeah, lore. I thought you meant lure, like a fishing lure.
No, lore. I'm sorry. That's
lore, guys. Lore. Secrets and lore. Okay.
Yeah.
So he says, yes, it is not. The book can't be all encompassing. So there is some things about the secrets and lore that is not in the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck trying to figure out what that is, but okay. Has he had any negative personal experiences from this treasure hunt?
Yeah, I found this one super interesting because he said, yes, like somebody went to one of his family's work and he's had some minor issues. And he went into some being way too obsessed and their family is contacting him. And he said he's considering ruling out particular places, not like entire states, but particular places due to some of the negative issues. It doesn't give anyone an advantage because he didn't say which issues or which people or which any of that. I just found that super interesting.
Yes. Is his family supportive of the hunt?
Yeah, he said he had to have a really kind of in-depth conversation. And when you have family that aren't searchers, you can't really just, the possibilities. Would you ever, like, one of you may be kidnapped by a psycho that thinks you're the treasure. Like, you have a few examples, but he did have a really good, thoughtful conversation with his close family and friends, and they were supportive. So I thought that was good. So it's not like the Fen hunt, basically.
Guga, our new friend from Brazil, says the treasure spot whispers secrets and lore. That's what he said. That's interesting. Secrets and lore. Okay. Thank you, Guga.
So Devil, this is a YouTube thing. The crown in number 2 means that you have commented enough that or liked or I don't know, watched. It's some sort of ranking YouTube does. And people always ask us, are you crowning me? No, it's just the people that
right now, Tyler's our top fan. Not only fan. That's something different. OnlyFans is something different. Top fan in this YouTube chat. And I don't know if it just goes by how much you post. Yeah, there you go. Tyler just put it. So I don't know. All right. I think secrets, that's about him and his brother did as kids. Built a fort. Secrets of the past still hold. I get it. You don't have to shut up, Devilbird. Okay.
No, don't shut up.
All right. Next.
Okay. So
yeah, go ahead.
So at the Dylan signing, the kind of the craziness of the questions that were asked, he says for future, and I don't know if this is interviews in general or actual sitting down interviews, he says he wants to find a better way for people to submit questions and then maybe have upvotes and downvotes on to prioritize them. Because, you know, we had the question about, do you like pickles? And then we had some really good questions. Not that the pickle question didn't deserve its time, but I would have much rather hear more about the cipher and those sorts of things. So he's trying to figure that out for, you know, he kept saying, I want to answer this in the near future in a more public setting. And people were asking, what is the near future? And he said, to be decided. What a perfect answer.
Socializing with searchers. And that's it. Go ahead.
Yeah, he says sometimes he goes into restaurants. This is kind of goes along with the other one. He goes into restaurants and there's been searchers there and he has lunch with them. And I know at the Dylan book signing, he asked people about his solves and where are you searching and what are you doing? So this notion that he doesn't talk his treasure hunt at all is just not factual of what I have seen myself and what we know. He's not giving hints. And this is what he said.
Right.
I see searchers as two kinds of people. The ones that are flat out asking, what is this hint and what is that? He sees that one. That one's easy. He just says he can't answer that. And then people that think they're being creative and they ask something that has a double meaning. And he's like, I see all of it coming. I'm not going to slip up. And there you have it.
There you go. So he does engage with searchers, as is his right.
And he talks his hunt, and that's okay. I mean, he asked at the Dylan signing, he was asking people, where are you searching? Where have you gone boots on the ground? What do you do? Do you have questions for me? He asked one guy, he said, what questions do you have for me? And he said, where's your favorite fishing spot? And he said, the hole. And yeah, and he's like, the hole, oh my gosh. It's just, I don't know, such a nothing burger, but keep going.
Emma says, I can't say he didn't talk clues. All right. I
can say he didn't talk. I can say.
Reason for a public setting is because the hunt is about over, Godelkin says. Should I hit the breaking news, Godelkin? Probably not. We'll see. I mean, time will tell. Will it be over this summer? That's a good question. We are at August 10th. Will it be over before the snow sets in Montana? I hope not. I hope it goes through the winter to next summer. Give a lot of people time to, you know, recon and figure out where they want to go, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you the only one who sees the emails?
Yeah. So if you send an email to support@treasure.quest, it's not only him. He has a trusted person, not him, that also checks those emails. And that's why, anyway. And then if you send it to Justin@treasure.quest, only Justin sees those. If you do any of us like Twitter and Facebook and all the other social medias, that's only him as well.
Okay. Have you ever spoken to JCB? And he said no.
No.
All right. A lot of people thought they planned this together because of the Forrest Fenn angle, but that's not the case. More stories that were removed from the book. Would you consider publishing these?
Yeah. And he said he will consider it. And he said, I don't know if I put it here, they were very mathematical and thick and maybe not with the theme of what he wanted in the book. He said mathematical and thick. I kind of ad-libbed the last part. So that's why he didn't include it. And he had to kind of draw a line somewhere. So I think by that answer, he was saying, I don't think anybody would really enjoy it, but I'll consider that. People want to hear more. If it's thick and mathematical, that'll let us know more about it. But go ahead.
All right. Are all clues in the poem on publicly accessible land anyone can visit? And he says that is clear in the rules. Yes. So if any of your clues or your location are on private property, it's wrong. I mean, that's how I'm reading it. What do you think?
Yes, exactly. He said, I can answer this one, even though because he thinks it's clear as day at the rules in his book. But I think it was great that he clarified.
Mike Key on Facebook post. Is Mike Key a person?
Mike Key is a photographer that is quoted in the Beyond the Map's Edge book, but and he has posted a picture that some think are important because he posts it quite often from what I understand. And they were basically asking, is the Mike Key Facebook post of a particular picture out of your book who is actually given credit and sourced in your book, is that important? And they kind of went back and forth because he was like, I don't really know what you're talking about. And then they specifically said it. And he's like, I can't comment to that specifically. But generally speaking, I don't have fake accounts. No, it's Mike Key's account. Well,
why would he say generally speaking and not just say I don't have fake accounts?
Well, because some of us know of his other accounts. I mean, I don't think he has a lot of them. But over the years,
I see what he did. Mikey. Remember the Mikey Likes It, the cereal commercials? Remember they always get Mikey, the little brother, to eat it? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Hey, Mac McCormick with the $20 super chat says you all do a great job. However, the drama that took place was BS. This is individual fun. If you don't like the hunt, don't participate. What drama is he talking about? Do we know?
I'm assuming that Justin's not allowed to go to dinner or lunch with whoever. I don't know. There's so much in any given day that Goldfinder said the same thing. Thanks for clearing air about the current issues. I can tell you when I was talking with a couple of searchers that were in there, we had to debate some things because it was like what exactly was said or not. Now that Justin has clarified, he said one thing early on. Now that he's clarified, we're good. I think that's what it is, but I don't know. Maybe it's better. I don't know. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Okay, so there's still two more here. There was a question about, do you remember when the audiobook, if you changed the extension, it took you to like Justin's workout routine?
I never personally saw it, but I heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And he said he already clarified this like on Facebook or somewhere. Like I hadn't seen it, but he clarified it somewhere for some people. And basically it was his test to make sure that the book went smoothly, and he didn't want to upload his book as a test. So it's a nothing burger. It's been deleted now. It's gone.
All right. OG Wonder Bread, nice name, says, I'm with Justin at the Elkhorn Lodge right now. Don't do that because some people aren't going to, or you believe you, or are you being a troll? Blah. So, yeah, probably don't do that. OG Wonder Bread.
Well, Justin did tell me when I was going to the Dillon area and staying with D-Pro, he said, go to that particular restaurant and look at all the busts because all the animal heads are my grandfather's donated. So there you go.
Fun fact, that was K-Pro's nickname in high school, OG Wonder Bread.
Dear
all right.
Lord.
Okay. I wanted to ask what beer he bought Brandon at the Madison River Lodge. Okay.
He bought Brandon. I thought Brandon was the bartender.
No, his brother Brandon.
Oh.
Yeah, when he brought Brandon.
Take that
he
back.
can eat with or talk to anyone he wants. That's right.
Okay, we're good. We all agree. Let's continue. Merch. Somebody asked about the really nice jacket that he had embroidered, and he said he is meeting with someone today, which was yesterday. He said tomorrow to explore, and
it's probably OG Wonder Bread.
He won't be making any money off of it, and he will either put the proceeds that he gets from the merch and he's still exploring it. He didn't say he was doing it to charity or the Bitcoin wallet.
Ask Justin if you ever watched the Adak Island documentary on Netflix. That is a good documentary. You should watch that, K-Pro. Adak Island documentary. It's pretty cool. So it's about a real-life treasure hunt, basically. And it shows what happens. That's a good one. Modern bushcraft and survival. I like that one, too. Okay.
Now that we've clarified, the Discord is where people were throwing rocks at Emma and Jam if Justin wants to talk or eat a meal or leave him alone. I will tell you, because I'm opinionated, that Emma I don't think Jam was there, that Emma, Cynthia, or Scott were getting crap for having dinner. That's ridiculous. But I will digress. That's ridiculous. If anybody's mad at anybody, talk to Justin. You shouldn't even be mad at Justin. But
Chad Bird, where are you? All right. No, so here's the deal. Some people are jealous because some people get to have dinner with Justin and some people don't. Some people can't travel there. Some people have traveled there and still haven't met Justin, and that's just normal. But I don't know. I don't think it's drama. I think it's okay to ask questions about certain things. True.
Well, some people were upset, and I don't think they should be upset at MNJM that didn't even know this was happening, as far as I know. They're like, Justin did this unannounced. I didn't get to see it. It wasn't recorded.
Right.
Emma and Jam, and they're mad at Emma and Jam. Don't be mad at Emma and Jam. Go be mad at Justin. He's the
it's your Discord. You dropped the ball, buddy.
No,
I'm making a joke. They didn't know Justin was just going to come in and answer questions for 3 hours.
Well, Emma was in an amusement park and Jam was in his car. Are they just supposed to sit at home? You know what? I think it was Dougie Doug said, this is a good lesson that we all need to sit in Discord 24/7. I guess that's what Justin wants. No one go out. Some people even stopped their boots on the ground and went back to Signal. It's Cynthia's fault.
And that's why she's behind you. I get it. So I will say this, though. Justin answered a lot of questions, most of them non-treasure hunt related, etc. Now, some people are not in Emma and Jam's Discord. Some people are not in any of the Discords. And some of those people don't watch any of the YouTube videos. So they're not going to know about any of this. And I think anything that's pertinent, Justin will put on the website. If there's any questions, like a lot of the questions that people ask, he goes, I'll answer that in a public forum. He will put that stuff on the website. So it's up to Justin what he thinks everybody should know about officially for the treasure hunt. It's not up to us or Emma and Jam or anybody else. It's on Justin, and he will. That's kind of the way it works. All right.
Well, and here's the thing for me. I think different people like different kinds of hunts. JCB dropped his book and basically disappeared, did a couple interviews. Justin, I personally am the type, if he is saying something about the hunt, I'm in a Facebook private chat group. He posted in there. He posts on his private Facebook. He posts on public Facebook, private groups. He posts on Threads. I didn't even know what Threads was. He posts on Insta. He posts on X. He posts, and 99% of it does not make it to the website. Right. If you like a hunt that the person's going to drop stuff, but then you're going to have to go and figure it out. I'm not a social media person, but I think as a crowd and a group, we are starting to come together and sharing that kind of stuff, because I mean, I don't get a lot of it, but I get a lot of it sent to me. If you don't like that kind of hunt, there's other hunts, but this is a hunt that some of the treasure hunt information is in places, if you're not all places at once, in 20 different outlets. And yes, some of us have been a part of hunts that we were frustrated by it before. Justin's seeing both sides of it now, and he's doing it. So I think you do need to get more on social media, get out of the wilderness, and be behind your texting machine. Just kidding.
Yeah, Holy, put a link to the Treasure Hunt with Us Discord, please, in the chat. I know you did already. Please do it again.
Boy, when this dame gets mad, she gets mad.
Yeah, and he has been in our Discords. There was a time that there was 2 of the Discord chats going, and he was in both, answering things in both, which I thought was incredible. So, and I know he's a part of a third, or was, I think he was banned, but a part of a third treasure hunting Discord. And there's like 4 or 5 Facebook groups, and there's tons, and he's involved.
He was banned. Anyway. All right. Okay, let's get back to the PowerPoint, everybody.
Okay, PowerPoint. Okay, that's enough of that.
So meeting with a supplier tomorrow, you talked about that.
So we might have merch soon.
Cool.
Now, does that tell you something, Mike?
What?
If he's starting to spool up merch, do you think it's going to be over in the next month?
No, I don't.
No, and Jay Black, I understand your concerns. I just don't think that Justin should simply announce the website and interactions. I agree with that, but that Emma and Jam are getting any credit. You know how many times I was the messenger and people were mad at me, and all I was the messenger? It's just the messenger shouldn't get.
And to be fair, Justin was never banned. FYI, Ashley says. So fair enough. Okay. If he wasn't banned, he wasn't banned. Okay. There you go.
Let's get back to content.
Justin should have mentioned that you need to follow all the social channels to keep up with all the info on the hunt. Kind of lame to act like this after the fact. Well, so here's the question. Is it related to finding his treasure? In other words, all you need is the poem and all you need is the book, and there's clues in Netflix and his map that's on his website. All this other stuff is just extra fluff, right? It's Justin, Pickles and Justin answering Star Wars or Star Trek, and all that's fun, but it's really not necessary to find his treasure. So, there's a line somewhere, and I don't know what the line is. I guess that's Justin's line, and he can do whatever. All right. So Justin was not banned. We got it, everybody. We got it. Okay. The message of the hunt. Broad message: protecting the lands, the champions, defenders. Biggest message in my mind.
Okay, so he was asked about kind of what is his message? What is his bigger message about the hunt? And he said his broad message is about protecting lands, the champions, the defenders. That's the biggest message in his mind of his treasure hunt. Now, isn't that interesting? Because Mike, right now, do you believe this is the theme at this point for this hunt?
The broad protecting the lands, the biggest is the theme. I don't think it's the theme. No, I think it's what Justin had. Go ahead.
The biggest message.
No, when I read Justin's book, I really don't get that message. I think it's what was in Justin's mind when he created the treasure hunt, but I don't think it's the message of the treasure hunt.
And I think it could be solve related. So, I mean, it just seems like it's more prevalent than me as an average searcher is seeing. And I think we can pick something up based on that. I have no idea what it is, but I think it's incredibly fascinating.
Right. I got you. Are you keeping tabs on people like the lead searcher or tech clue guy? Yes, he is. So that person could be in this chat right now. All right.
He's keeping tabs on you.
Right.
Okay.
Question about Disney. Discussed the beacon and would deliver via location tracking. Go ahead.
So they talked about these wristbands. You know how he invented like the wristband or the technology behind it or whatever? Yeah. So he talked about that. And then he talked about how they wanted to take it kind of to the next level and deliver, like you could be at Disneyland and you go in and to a restaurant and you sit down and that wristband's like a beacon and it comes finds you to deliver your food. And now here's the interesting part. You would think that's off topic. Someone said, is there something like that in BTME? And he said he will not specify if that is a part that was utilized in the hunt.
But he wouldn't specify if it was or not.
Right.
Okay. So what if at the checkpoint it's just a big box of those wristbands and you put one on and then he knows where you're going the rest of the way? I don't know. All right. Number 9, Justin did not want the safe in Netflix, but they filmed it so he could not stop it. Once filmed, they have the rights to include it. Do you mean what's in the safe?
Well, that was a hotly debated topic. Some people had notes that it said the safe combo lock. Some people had the safe. I pretty much think pretty strongly that it was safe and the contents of his safe. Now, some people believe that there are hints. Now, I'm going to ask you this conjecture-wise, Mike. If Justin said he did not want, let's say, the inside of the safe to be shown. God, it showed $3 million of crap in there. And it was included anyway.
Yeah.
And it was included anyway. Could you conclude then that Justin didn't put any hints that we should be finding for his treasure hunt inside his safe?
Yes, I think that's true. That's a valid statement. Yeah, I think so. I don't know of anybody who's found one inside the safe, but yeah, I think it's a good way to look at it. Are you going to look behind the wood of the Forrest Fenn chest?
Yes. And he said, I like the idea of not knowing, but if I do, it will be documented by the independent film company that he has working on now for Beyond the Map's Edge. Now, some people had heard documentary. He came out and said, no documentary. This is Fenn speak, guys. We're going to call it Justin speak. There is no formal documentary, but there is an independent film company that is documenting the journey of BTME. They haven't sold it to a streamer or a channel yet, so it's only a in-work doc or an independent film company. But there is one, or I believe there is one by what he's saying. But he's saying if he does look behind the wood, that's what he's going to do.
Okay. To film it would be pretty awesome. All right. There was a shot looking out from the safe, though. I don't know. Okay. All right. The checkpoint. The most frustrating part, as it is seen as a big part of the hunt.
Yeah, so what was frustrating, he said so many people are focusing on this checkpoint that this has become this big of a part of the hunt. And I don't think frustrating is the right word. It's probably a little bit too much, but my chicken scratch put down frustrating. He said it confirms that people are heading and doing the right things. It's an unparalleled confidence along a searcher's journey. The ones that are quotes are the ones that I put word for word in my notes.
So confidence doesn't mean you found the treasure. It's just confidence you're in the right area. Or along a searcher's journey, you could say boots on the ground.
Yes.
And then the most crazy one is checkpoint could be replaced with checksum. Now that we need to talk about.
Well, then the final line.
Yeah, I didn't know about this. From a mathematical angle, the checkpoint is more like a checksum. I understand.
And that's an exact quote.
And I understand the checksum is usually involving math. How does that work with the poem?
Well, it sounds like some believe this is not treasure hunt related at all. So I think it is. So I have come up with a couple slides with questions in case anyone else does think this is treasure hunt related, because I want to talk about it. And Mike, you're techie. You knew what a checksum meant. I didn't even know how to spell it. I'd never heard the word in my mind ever.
I mean, a checksum is usually involved with data. Usually, you put a checksum at the end of data, so when it's received by somebody, they can verify the integrity that it hasn't been changed. That checksum is still there at the end. But to use that as far as checkpoint in his poem, it doesn't correlate. I don't understand why he would use that word.
Okay, go to the next slide.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at a loss on that one. Right here? Oh, there we go. Checksum, not in the Q&A. This is K-Pro's
These
notes.
are my questions, and I went and looked it up, and these are okay. So a checksum is a value generated from data that helps verify its integrity. Okay? Let's see. I think he describes what the checksum was. Well, no, Max, I think that was to the final treasure hunt location, which was the Shawshank 256, which I'll get there. So let me go through this slide. So it ensures data hasn't been altered or
manipulated, right, or lost.
Yeah.
Verifies its integrity, right?
And it applies an algorithm. So here's how I take it. Checksum is the umbrella. One of a checksum is SHA 256, right? And there's others.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, tell you the truth.
Okay. And the checkpoint is going to let you know when you're trending in the right direction. The checkpoint is in the poem since the clues are in the poem. This is what he has said before.
Right.
And the checkpoint to me is boots on the ground. So that means the checksum is in the poem. The checksum is let you know you're trending in the right direction. And you find the checksum boots on the ground. Right?
Well, it just occurred to me, if he just meant it in a metaphor type of way, like the checkpoint is like a checksum, I can kind of see that. Meaning, if you find his checkpoint, everything you have solved in the poem up to that point is correct. Just like a checksum verifies that all the data you've gotten is correct. So if he's just using like a metaphor, that I could kind of see. But when he said like it's a checksum, I think people meant literally it's a checksum. And it's like checksum is
a math. Okay, bring the previous slide up, the last bullet.
Okay. From a mathematical angle, the checkpoint is more like a checksum. And yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's not literal. It's not a checksum for his poem because that doesn't make any sense. He's just saying if this was a math problem, the checkpoint is like a checksum, meaning you have the right data. You got the right answer. Okay. If you find his checkpoint boots on the ground, it's a checksum. You're in the right location. You have solved the clues correctly up to that point. I think it's just like a metaphor he used, but it's kind of confusing. I know it's confusing.
Well, I'm so glad that I think he genuinely meant this. I'm so glad that he said, I don't want people focusing on the checkpoint anymore. So it's more like a checksum. And he thought that would just settle things. I don't know. I don't know what to think because I don't know.
I don't think he means literally. And to him, he's probably checksum is like everyday conversation for him. For most of us, we're probably not familiar with a checksum.
And that's what I worry about when he says my poem is solvable to the average person. If he didn't even know that checksum is confusing to so many of us, I worry just a little. I'm still holding on, but I worry just a little about that. I need
you egghead, Justin. Charlie Z says it's sort of like from a mathematical angle, it's more like a checksum. I wanted to have some component that would give the searcher unparalleled confidence along their journey. Right. I kind of get it now. He's not saying the checkpoint is a checksum. He's saying the checkpoint acts like a checksum. And that I kind of understand a little bit. Just as we were going through this, it just occurred to me that I think is what he meant. But everybody's going to have their own. Barry gets it.
So it'd be that's better for. I wish he never said that because it's caused more.
Right. People are gonna be like, "What the hell does that mean?" Yeah. Max reluctantly agrees with me. All right, Max. And Godelkin does not. That's not how it works. All right. Angles of verification. All right, Godelkin. All right.
Okay. Next one.
Yeah. Brock gets it. Okay. Yeah. I think that's what he meant. I think. Okay.
Then okay. Do you think? Okay. Let's.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going. Well, then all this slide is out. I thought when he meant checksum that he wouldn't use a word that almost none of us know what it means, and that it's actually not related to the word. It's just a simile.
Well, remember this. He is a programmer. He knows what checksum means. He wrote his poem and the book from the perspective of a programmer.
Well, can I throw this out at you, though?
Yes.
When you do your meetings and you talk Veritas and blah, 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 and FTP, blah,
The
blah,
Azure
blah.
cloud. Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but I know when you're around your techie guys and you say, oh, hit the knock log and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm knocking on a door. I don't know what a knock log is. Do you think that Justin understood his room well enough that when he said something like that it would cause more confusion? Or do you think he genuinely is naive to his room?
I think to him, it's a normal conversation. He said it, not taking into account what's going to throw a lot of people off. Like, what the hell is a checksum? But Guga says the poem is solvable by the average person. I mean, we hope so. Yeah. They both mean the same thing. It just lets you know you have the right info. That's a good way to put it. A checksum and Justin's checkpoint lets you know you have the right info. When you reach the checkpoint, boots on the ground, you have solved the poem correctly.
Now, here's my question. If we know, and this is on the second to last slide, if we know that there is a checksum at the final container, because that's the Shawshank 256, correct?
That's not really a checksum, but that is
no. AI told me, they told me a checksum and they gave me examples. Look at and they never have delusions, Mike.
Okay. Well, the SHA 250, the SHA 512, it's actually 512. The SHA 512 that is contained within the treasure is a way that the steward can verify you actually found the treasure, and vice versa, I believe. But anyway, okay.
Well, I was just thinking, does that mean there's a checksum? Well, now you've thrown out. So checksum didn't matter at all. He just caused confusion.
He's just trying to, I'd say it's like a checksum. And what does the checksum do? It makes sure the data you have is correct. So what does the checkpoint do? It makes sure the clues you have are correct up to that point.
So are you saying, let me dumb it down for the people as dumb as me, and I know I'm the only one in the room this time. So he could have used the word verifier, which I know the word verifier. I don't even know if that's a word. And literally it would have the same meaning or very close.
But he said, according to whoever was that posted that, in mathematical terms, it's like a checkpoint. Checksum, sorry. In mathematical terms, it's like a checksum. He didn't say the poem is mathematical. He's just saying in mathematical terms, it's like a checksum. I get it now. He was making an analogy, and I think a lot of people are trying to take him literally, and it's not literal, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we don't have his exact words. We know that some people are saying it one way, some people are saying another.
So it's almost like Justin was waiting for this question, and Cynthia confirmed. Is that right? Is that how you? I did not hear this. I was not present for this and didn't hear it. Did you hear it?
No.
Okay, so there we go. All right. Well, good, Rob Zeal. I think you win the double entendre contest. All right. So you're saying none of this is good now? Wait, let's go back to the PowerPoint. Brock Hopkins with the $9.99. Thanks, Brock. Appreciate it. I got a friend in the Navy that was named Brock. And I will take this little time out just to say, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I look at it real time. We are 145 subscribers away from 10,000. 145. So please, if you can, go hit the subscribe button. Thank you. All right, Kate, bro. What about this?
I don't think. See, I didn't make sense of it. That's what the last
techie people weigh in. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys say it really doesn't mean checksum. It's just more of an analogy or a simile. And okay. I believe this is just my thought. I believe even if Justin is, you won't call him a nerd because he doesn't play D&D, but if he is a software type, I know that I hear you on the phone with your team and it's like Chinese to me. And then when we go to date night, I'll say, what happened today? And you dumb it down for me. And you're like, oh, we had a this or a that. And we had to go in and verify this. And I had to be on the system for that. You dumb it down for me. I find it hard to believe, but I'll come around to it if all of you guys are agreeing that Justin misread the room enough that this wasn't going to cause confusion.
Yeah, that's probably about right. Maybe he'll clarify. Maybe he won't. Okay. What's TH?
Many treasure hunt questions he punted. So a lot of people ask particular questions that I think he appropriately said, I need to answer that in a more public forum. Sorry.
Foot of 3, 20 degree. Maybe there is some math involved. Angzars, azimuth, total simple math, Justin. Okay. Will it ever be solved in our lifetime? We'll see. Okay. Mary Plass says, essentially, it means everything you've solved up to that point has been correct. It is an immovable object. Well, that's what we don't know. K-Pro thinks you take it with you. We just don't know. All right. Was your leg fully healed when you hit the container? He wouldn't answer. He wants to do it in a public forum.
Okay, so these are the two out of the many, many, many questions he answered that I thought were very appropriate for him not to answer. But he's answering questions about the checkpoint. He's answering questions, a lot of these other questions that kind of dabble on the line. But someone just asked, was your leg fully healed when you hit the container? And he's like, oh, I can't answer that. I have to do it in a public forum. Why on earth would he why does that matter?
Because I wonder if that narrows down when he hid the treasure. Because some people may know who know him, know when his leg was fully healed, and he doesn't want to give that up because they'll know the year. They could know within 6 months, that type thing. Which camera do you like best? He wouldn't answer that.
No, I guess cameras are important to this hunt, which we kind of know. He already did the camera thing, but I didn't. They were just like, which camera do you like? Because I better answer that in a public forum. What do you make of that?
Then there must be a camera out there, a trail cam somewhere.
Yeah.
On the checkpoint, I guess.
I thought that was interesting.
Oh, okay. Those were the only two. There were other ones, right? I thought there were more than that he said he wouldn't answer.
Oh, there was tons and tons. Yeah. But I thought all of them made sense of why he wouldn't answer, and except for those two, and you guys have great explanations.
Okay. So, yeah, football season, which is the Lions, of course, NFL, and Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh is what I heard for 1 year. And the Kids Sports League, which is soccer. So we're thinking we're going to move the show to Sundays at 6 p.m. instead of Mondays at 6 p.m. But we reserve the right to change it. And then Thursday will still go live. I would just say this on Checkpoint, find it, then you'll know. That's the whole thing. It's like Justin said, too many people are focusing on the checkpoint. Go find it, and all these answers, all these questions will be answered.
Look at Boots on the Ground with Eric.
My buddy's son. Oh, wow. Is that right? That's pretty cool.
Wow. Mike has been a Lions fan forever. So what was it, last year or the year before last? I said, who do we root for, Mike? And he's like, the Lions, but they never win. You have to be ready. You have to be like a committed person. And they made it to the playoffs. And I tried to get Mike a jersey for, I don't know, his birth or anniversary or something.
Yeah.
I couldn't find. Who's the guy that you really like that you wanted his?
Well, Hutchins is the U of M guy. His dad played. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So if anybody wants to send me one in the mail, there you go. The address is down below. But you did give me the Lions snow cap, so that was good enough. Go Lions. We'll see how they do this year.
Oh, if I could have gotten this in Vegas, I could not get. I just couldn't get it anyway.
Barry Sanders. Okay, Chunk. Goonies reference. Anybody? All right. The lie downs. Yeah, we do call them the lie downs. That's true. Now, what happened to the Tigers? They've been in a little slump. Anyway.
Okay, let's move on. So Sundays and Thursdays now. So we're still consistent on Thursdays. We're just moving a day. And I do have to say, Mike is hardcore into football. So there might be a Sunday or two that we cancel. Or I go on and I get a co-host. I don't know.
Hey, it could be, Mondays with K-Pro and whoever wants to come on the show. I told her she could do it by herself, but she'd rather do it on Sundays. So go blue. That's right, K-Pro. Go blue. Okay. Yeah, that's it, everybody. Well, thanks to Justin for answering those questions. For those of you who were in there, we're just trying to give you a recap of what we heard and what other people heard. And sounds like there won't be a recording because Jam's figuring out the legalities of that. But a recording of that Q&A is what I'm saying. But I think anything important, Justin will put on the website.
Well, and I'll just say in general, so people don't have to have that kind of focus on, should I sit and speak easy all the time in case he comes in? I just want to say, I don't think they should do that. And Justin, if it's possible for you just to give a little bit of notice wherever you are, whatever you're talking about. I'm sure you remember Forrest Fenn at the time. It would be great. If you can't, that's okay. But people are definitely sticking more towards social media and spending a lot of time there. And I don't think that was Justin's intent. But
right. So Emma and Jam are going to go live as soon as we're done. And I guess maybe clarify a couple things or talk about the whole Discord thing. There is Tristina's GoFundMe, which we talked about last show. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. What else, K-Pro? Oh, what we always do, right? We go check the Bitcoin wallet. So let's go see what's in the Bitcoin wallet for Beyond the Map's Edge. There it is. Let me update. The Bitcoin wallet to the finder of Justin Posey's treasure is at $28,675.45. That's your boots on the ground expenses right there, plus a lot more, huh?
And he did talk about that. I didn't highlight it, but he did talk about that. Somebody asked, how many books have you actually sold? And he said, it is such a disaster. It's just not as smooth. I don't think he used the word disaster. He just said it is so complicated when you have 3 different funnels of books. Some people give it back when they discount it, when it comes in, it is very delayed. He's going to try to put out a number of how many books sold. He has no idea at this point because it is so delayed and it is not a smooth system. He's learned a lot.
And he said he would update the Bitcoin wallet quarterly, or at least that's what we think. So in the next 2 or 3 months, I would think the new, he would put more money in it. So we'll see. But we go check it every time we go live just to see if it's changed or not. All right, Treasure Pack. Check it out tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Nora? Okay, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And, yeah, subscribe if you can. We're almost at 10,000. Will we get to 10,000 by Christmas, K-Pro? We'll find out. Only way it happens is if you guys subscribe and take this journey with us. So go check out Treasure Hunt with us on YouTube. They're about to go live right now. We'll see you Thursday, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Good Sunday night, I should say. All right. See ya.